Do it again. How's it going, everyone? Dan back here with Regular Guy Garage. Just making a really quick video. I've had a lot of people message me, ask me where I've been, if I stopped doing it, if I'm still doing it, what's going on. Long story short, I was actually deployed for the past 6 months, so I was out of the country. Didn't go too bad. Luckily, we're back. Got the truck here. Right before I left, I actually got rid of the Fox body. Reason being, you know, looking at cost to build it the way I wanted to build it, realized I kind of did what I wanted to do with it already. So the racing content is just going to be focused around the S10, and I'm currently in the market for a new unmolested stock-ish, mostly stock, if not all stock, Fox body. So if you're here for the Fox body stuff, I mean, it'll eventually be back when I find a car, but we're still gonna be doing, I gotta get this truck ready to go racing. So let's go over some stuff that we're gonna end up doing. And then, I mean, the tracks have been open here and operating pretty regularly from what I've seen. So we'll get this thing fixed up. I've got a few things to tighten up, a few things to go over. It's been sitting for 6 months, and then we'll take it out there and start testing and then see what this thing can actually do. All right, so there is pollen all over this thing. Before I left, I disconnected the battery, drained the fuel system, fuel rails, everything. Drained everything out while I left the oil in it. So I need to pull the injectors out. And if you don't remember, if you're not familiar, this has 2 sets of injectors. So 16 total injectors. They're Bosch 210s. Being that it's methanol, I don't want to have a stuck injector. So I'm gonna pull all these out, both sides, clean them out with some WD-40 or something like WD-40 lubricant or whatever. We'll go ahead and clean them out, shoot them out with the air hose. I've been burning plug wires like crazy, and you can see why. I mean, this is like zip tie city here to get these plug wires out of the way. So a lot of changes are gonna end up coming to this truck before I really get serious with it. But for now, we just wanna get the thing running. Also, being that it runs on methanol, we're going to change the oil. I mean, regardless, though, it's been sitting for 6 months, not doing anything. So change the oil. Methanol usually gets the oil pretty milky. So we're going to do that. I use Rotella 1540. What else do we need to do? Battery, injectors, oil change. Oh, the last thing is back here. So this has a Caltrac setup. It's a leaf spring truck. I believe it's a stock springs, actually. But this shackle or bracket or whatever you want to call it, this one's stuck. So I'm gonna have to pull this off and see if I can't get that unstuck. Hopefully it will come unstuck. If not, I don't know, I guess I might have to get a new one or something. But I mean, there's cobwebs all over this thing. I don't know if you can see it. There's, yeah, cobwebs and pollen, and I mean, it's just been sitting here for 6 months, just not doing nothing. Truck does have a name. We've been calling it Homer. I don't know, it's kind of fitting. Doesn't look like much, but you know. You can see all these cobwebs. So some changes that are gonna come to this truck, probably not until the fall, maybe the winter. Because I mean, when I bought the truck, the guy said it was a turnkey truck. It's not exactly a turnkey truck. I mean, yeah, it works, but I wouldn't really go fast in it. To be honest, it'll probably only go in the 5s anyway, you know, mid-low 5s, I'd say. The goal is to do the no prep stuff with it. So it's got a radial on it now. I'm gonna switch it to a drag slick. But yeah, get some weight in the rear. It's got pretty good amount of travel and stuff in the front. So I think, you know, should be fun. It'll be a fun thing to learn. I mean, with the Mustang, I was doing a lot of, you know, super prep tracks. The car never, hardly ever overpowered the track. So, but yeah, let's go over the changes that I'm gonna make to this. And then, I mean, this is kind of just like a, hey, I'm back video. I literally just got back. I'm dog tired right now. I'm so jet lagged. I'm used to being on the complete opposite side of the world, so I'd be dead asleep right now. But well, let's go over a few changes that I'm gonna make so you can see where the car is gonna go. But yeah, I mean, this is should be a fun ride. And then in the meantime, like I said, Fox body content in the market for one. The market is obviously not, it's not where it should be, I don't think. Some of them are very, very overpriced. Some of them are priced okay, but you know, I'm just looking for that right deal. Like I said, I want something that I can enjoy daily, and you know, not just something that I can drive at the track. So anyway, let's go over, we're gonna do this thing and then we'll wrap this video up. All right, so basically what's gonna happen, so this turbo, right, this is a VS Racing. I think it's a T6 flange. I think it's a 98 millimeter. It's not supported by anything, right? It's supported by the exhaust manifolds, this kind of Y pipe here. So the plan is, and so it also runs on methanol, so there's no, I took the coolant system off, right? There was a radiator in the rear, it leaked, it had these like plastic PVC, whatever, spa hose, it was garbage. You can run it, you know, I could start it, run it down the track, no issues on methanol, but I want to drive this, be able to drive this thing occasionally also. So what we're gonna do is, this turbo is, I want to have it mounted to the front. Probably going to keep it on methanol, might change it to E85 gas. I don't know. If I do that, I'd have to have an intercooler. But for now, we'll just say that it's going to stay methanol. So the turbo is going to move to here in the front, and then it'll just be a straight pipe that'll go straight to here. Intake manifold, this dual injector setup is going to go bye-bye. It's going to be a, you know, probably stick with a Holley EFI or maybe a BTR intake. Atomizer, injector is probably 500 or 525. Single fuel route, obviously I'll get rid of that whole dual injector setup. So we'll have it fabricated so that the turbo is mounted here and has the right support that it needs. This is like a chintzy homemade aluminum kind of, it's garbage. I'm gonna have them fab up something for the front that's actually supported, because this is clearly not supported at all. And then, what else were we talking about? Oh yeah, radiator setup. So turbo will get mounted here, radiator probably on actually this side. And then because the exhaust, I'm just keep it going out that fender. This side, it might come on this side, but so turbo, radiator, water pump, I got it over there, I'll put it back on. This stuff will have to be redone, and then a front support here, some bars that come down and support in the front. And then these coils, I'm gonna have them mounted over here on the bars, some better wires, obviously. And then I took the catch can off, but the catch can, I'm probably gonna have it so it's plumbed to the rear and in the bed. So this way, if there is an issue, if I put it up here, I'm basically gonna drive over it, and that could make, you know, say like oil or something or water, whatever comes out of it. If I put it in the bed behind the tires, I won't have to worry about it. Unfortunately, if something does happen, you know, they'll have to clean the track, but I'd rather that than have it up here in the front and then I drive over it and spin out or whatever. A couple other things, I mean, seat belts. These are out of date, so I'll have to get some new seat belts. I mean, trans has been okay. We're gonna keep the race pack dash. I would like to probably have the cage redone. It's very far away from the roof, so probably have the cage redone at some point. I'm not a fan of these swing out door bars. What else we got? This trans cooler here, I'll probably actually change it for one that's a little bit better, a little bit strong, bigger, not bigger, but a little more compact, thicker ones with a nice fan on it. We'll probably go for that. And then the battery, which sits there and has no hold down, probably actually gonna take that, move the battery back over here, because you want as much weight as you can kind of behind. Actually, you want it high and behind, but the battery back here probably in the, actually I'll probably put it on this side since I sit over there maybe. Anyway, it'll be back here somewhere. Outside of that, we're probably gonna, this has the Megra Squirt Gold Box, MS3 Gold Box, whatever the hell it's called. We're gonna switch to, I'm gonna switch to a Holley HP. It's, you know, obviously not the Dominator, but Holley HP is more than capable enough to run what this truck has. It's very limited on sensors and stuff, you know. I know how to set it up fairly well because I was doing all the Terminator X stuff with the Mustang. So we're gonna run Holley HP, methanol, more than likely. And yeah, I mean, hopefully get it set up and do some, I don't think I'll do well at all in some of these like no prep back of the track events or whatever, but it's just something I want to try out, you know, and then I could always go back into radio racing or whatever, or just, you know, racing against the clock. But I kind of, the competitive spirit in me needs to be fulfilled. So, you know, something new, something that'll challenge me, something that I really want to do. There you guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Like I said, just wanted to kind of give you a quick I'm back, here's what's going on type video. But probably get slow rolling back into it. You know, I'll get back into it pretty slow. But you know, whoever's still here, thanks for sticking around. I appreciate all of the comments and stuff like, hey, where you at? Hope everything's fine. Yeah, everything's fine, you know, I just had to go to work is all. So that's gonna be it for this one, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you on the next one.